What is up, you guys? It is your boy John here from Puma Plow. How's everybody doing? I appreciate you guys clicking on the video. Welcome back to another On the Farm. And today, guys, this is going to be a mowing video. That is what today is going to be. First things first, I'm actually heading, well, I'm in the truck, as you guys can tell. I'm heading out to the highway, and I'm going to do a little bit of mowing with the laser out at the highway. We don't have time today to get the tractor out with the brush hog. I don't have time for that. So we have a trailer down here because we actually had to pick up one of Dad's customers' lawnmowers on our way home tonight. Another farmer around the corner, kind of, or I should say a farmer around the corner's lawnmower. And so I was like, hey, we have a trailer here and I really want to do some mowing out by the highway because it looks terrible. So I'm going to go do that, and hopefully this time the GoPro doesn't decide to die on me when I'm mowing the highway. Maybe it's like just a thing, you know? I mean, it only happened once, but anyway. So I've got the laser on a trailer behind the truck right now, our 2660 X-Mark laser, and I'm gonna head out here a little bit. I'm gonna do some mowing along the lane, and then the rest of it's gonna be out at the actual highway. So after that, well, I'll tell you what's gonna happen after that when we get there. So let's get to mowing along the lane and then along the highway. So when I left the farm, hopefully you guys can hear me. When I left the farm, that was all the way up here. Guess we got a bit of a brake problem on our laser here. What is up, you guys? It is your boy John, the voiceover guy, here from Puma Plow. I made another little clip, but I didn't include it saying, hey, I'm going to go to voiceover mode, because the lawnmower's loud. You are going to hear the lawnmower, of course, but I can't really like talk to you guys while I'm mowing. I guess I could, but you wouldn't be able to hear me very well. So here's one problem you guys could probably notice with mowing along the lane here. There's not a lot to mow, but what's there are those water hemp weeds that we have such problems with down in the country now. But what you guys may notice is the dust. The dust is killer when you're mowing with the laser along the lane, and there's not much you can really do about it other than just kind of take it. So you try to keep some ground speed to you so it doesn't like get up in your face and, like, you know, in this case up into the camera. But you can see my legs are already turning gray from the dust. Oh, it was a dusty day. Which means, can you tell, we need some rain. We need some rain, in case you guys can't tell. It's really bad. And what also is really bad are these water hemp weeds. They are horrendous. They are Roundup resistant. You can still kill them with spray. However, they really need to be less than 6 inches tall, and you have to throw some 2,4-D in with the Roundup, and you can kill them. Like this spot right here, this is a little spot that kind of, it's like a little corner of a field that got missed by the planter this spring, and it's just horrendous with the water hemp. But honestly, if you go out there and knock them with the mower, it at least keeps them from making seed for another couple days. You know, long term, is this the strategy to go with? Not really, because they should be killed and not just mowed down, but you know, it works. It works. You can see it's just like a little corner here that the particular farmers missed, but that's okay. It's no big deal. It kind of gives us like a parking spot or a turnaround spot out by the highway if we needed it, but no big deal to go in here and mow it every once in a while and knock it down. I really should have been using the brush hog on the back of the 995 to mow out here, but it just kind of worked out where we had that trailer at the farm, and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna run out to the highway real fast and do some mowing, because I like it to look nice out there. You know, it just, it's like that small thing you can do to make the world a better place kind of thing, and I just like it looking nice and clean and cleaned up and stuff. And yeah, it's no big deal to run out here. This did take about an hour. From the time I left the farm to the time I got back to the farm, it was right at an hour, which isn't bad, because before I would spend a lot of time, or like other times, I would spend a lot of time traveling to and from the highway, basically, because it's about a mile And this laser's not setting any land speed records, you see. So it takes some time to get from the farm out here to the highway. And yeah, but with that trailer, it was kind of nice. I was able to go like 30 miles an hour, you know, going in and out the lane. It was kind of nice to be able to do that. So as you can tell, I am mowing this more than one time, of course, just to chop it up, make it look better. I know it's not like full nice grass or anything, and but still, you know, it's just nice to make it look good. We did take the blades off the lawnmower after this day, and actually Dad discovered once he got them to work, he was going to sharpen them at work, he discovered they are junk. Because if you really think about it down here, and what I mean by the blades are junk, on the lifter part of the blade, the part that sticks up at an angle, they were very, very thin, he said. I haven't actually seen them. I didn't pay attention to them when we took them off. But they're very, very thin, and so the blade is actually worn out. It's junk. It goes in the recycle bin. It's done. The reason for that, how that happens, is we eat a lot of sand and dirt down here with the lawnmower because we're surrounded by farmland. And, you know, we get a lot of dirt blown around in the spring and over the winter and stuff. And when we're out cutting, you tend to eat a lot of sand. Even doing this mowing like I'm doing here, which, by the way, I'm going to raise my deck up an inch. I was mowing on 3, I decided to move it up to 4. But you eat a lot of sand, and the sand will actually wear out the blades eventually. They actually make a blade called a sand blade, and that's what they use down in like Florida because their soil is all sand. So they use what they call a sand blade. It's basically a lawnmower blade with no lift. It's a very flat lawnmower blade. We actually run, or I prefer, I don't know about Dad, but I definitely prefer a high lift blade, an extra high lift blade, meaning it promotes more airflow underneath your deck and it will actually discharge better, throwing the clippings farther than a standard blade. So that's what's on here, and I'm assuming that's what we're going to replace them with. I haven't actually talked to Dad yet. I would imagine he got a new set of blades, but I haven't talked to him about it. So we do have mulchers for this thing. Or no, do we have mulchers? No, we don't have mulchers for this. We have standard blades, and we have high lifts, or we had high lifts until they wore out. We've been running that set of high lifts for a couple of years, so not really anything to complain about. Of course, we've taken them off and sharpened them up quite a few times, but not really anything to complain about with them wearing out. So what you guys will notice here, and I will fully admit, yes, I'm getting grass on the highway. This is the day, if you watch some of my streams and stuff, that I've talked about getting yelled at by the guy on the motorcycle. It is in this video. I do show it here in a few minutes. But I will fully admit that, yes, I'm making a mess on the highway. No, I was not intending on cleaning the highway because that's dangerous to be out on the highway with the lawnmower or a handheld blower or something like that. That would be kind of dangerous. These cars come very fast. The speed limit is 55 miles an hour. Nobody goes 55, especially on this stretch. You have basically a 2-mile stretch of road with a little crook in the middle, and people go very, very fast through this stretch of highway down here. So the last thing I want to do is actually be on the road itself. I try to limit my time on the road to crossing, and that's it. And of course I pay attention both ways for traffic, but people like to get kind of stupid down here and go way too fast. So I did jump across the road to the other side here, and what I will say about the motorcycle thing is, yes, I understand that it could be a hazard having grass clippings on the road. However, A, it happens. B, the big thing is the motorcycle should have slowed down a little bit in advance, and he wouldn't had to have freaked out as much as he did. Let me put it that way, because he freaked out a little bit, not gonna lie. So yes, but like I was saying, I really should have had the tractor and the brush hog, because this is too much grass for this lawnmower to handle, to be honest. And you can see here I'm mowing little tiny passes at a time. At times I was only mowing like not even half the deck, like a third of the deck at a time, trying to just take a little more and take a little more and take a little more, and then go back and mow it and clean it up. And you can see it's heavy clippings right here, very, very heavy clippings. And yes, that's on the road. I know. I don't like putting clippings on the road, but you know what? It happens. It happens. Some people down here put all their clippings on the road when they're mowing. They start by the field and mow until it's all on the road, and it's like I don't like to do that. So my place I like to blow the clippings is actually back out into the fields, because you know it's not going to hurt anything to do that. So overall, the laser handled the grass fairly well down here, considering it was tall, it was juicy as always, because when you're dealing with crabgrass, it's just kind of always wet and nasty, and out here in these road ditches, it doesn't really like to dry. You can see it's not sunny this particular day or anything like that, and we actually did start the day off with a little, like 3 drops of rain, I believe. So there's that. Only thought I was going to kill it right there. That was the only time where I'm like, oop, need to back up and pull the eject cord on this one, because don't want to smoke a deck belt on our laser. That would not be good. Dad would not be happy with me, let me put it that way. So got to take care of our equipment, just because why not? You got to be nice to your equipment, right? It's usually a good thing to respect it and know what its capabilities are and all that stuff. So just gonna chop this up a little bit extra to clean it up real good. Alright, so right here, guys, this is the clip, okay? This is the clip. When I get here to the road and I kind of look up, right there, that motorcycle is about a mile away. It's hard to see him on video, but I remember seeing him with my own eyes that particular day. He's about a mile away from me. I believe it's about 20 seconds later here. It's not long at all. I should have run the timer on the screen, but it's not long at all. And wait for it. Wait for it. Boom, there he is. Yelling at me, making hand gestures at the ground, and I just kind of looked back at what I was doing and kept going. I probably made it out to be a bigger deal than it was on the streams and stuff, but I don't know. For some reason in my memory, I remember him completely stopping next to me, but he clearly didn't. He kept moving, so it's amazing how the brain remembers things that didn't really happen or happened different than you really, you know. Anyway, you notice there's some stuff sitting in the cornfield right there? That's another weird thing that happened this particular day. So I was mowing along, and yeah, noticed those 2 boxes in the cornfield. And when we came home that day, we did pick them up, and it's a bunch of random stuff. There's a sprinkler in there. I kept the sprinkler. There was a light fixture in the one box. We ended up throwing that in the trash because it didn't have any wires or sockets or anything with it. It was like stripped out. It was really weird. And give that guy a head nod. He must have waved at me or something. And so yeah, it was a bunch of random stuff, and most of it ended up going to the Goodwill. I have no idea why somebody would place boxes in a cornfield. It was clearly placed though, because the boxes weren't damaged. There was no damage to the corn, like it rolled off a truck and into the field kind of thing. So I just don't understand why, you know. We did get a name off something that was in the box. I'm not going to say what the name was or what the name was on, but the name was on something in the box, and it was from a lady who, at least at the address that was given with the name and the address on the thing that we found in there, it was about 45 minutes away from the farm. So we're really stumped why why this stuff would be sitting in the field like that. It was just in between the first and second row of corn, and it's just kind of strange, kind of weird, not going to lie. So there's that. As you guys can see right here, the pumpkins are growing. Next video will probably be a pumpkin update and some other stuff. I don't know what we're going to get into yet on the farm, but I'm sure it'll be a good one. You never know. But yeah, I thought it would be cool to do kind of a mowing video out at the highway here around the buildings, kind of everything. And this will probably be the last time I do a mowing video this year anyway, unless something like we get a weird lawnmower to try out or something like that. I don't know, but for the most part, probably going to be no more mowing videos this year unless you guys really want more. I don't know. So not only did we mow, we also trimmed, and I'm going to be transparent here. It wasn't all on the same day. It was not all the same day. Mowing around the buildings with the laser takes me about 45 minutes or so. If the grass is heavy and it's wet, let's say, it'll take me about an hour because I will double cut some areas. There's some areas that just grow more and have more clippings to clean up, so I will double cut those, sometimes even triple cut. But for the most part, mowing around the buildings takes about 45 minutes to an hour. That particular day when I went out and cut what I did out at the highway, using the truck and trailer to transport the lawnmower to and from, that took about an hour. And then trimming with 2 of us, I don't know, it's really not that bad. 10 or 15 minutes maybe with 2 of us going, because Dad is also trimming right now at the current time. So it's not as bad as it could be. It's not fun, but it's not as bad as it could be. So I thought it'd be cool to do a mowing video for you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Another on the farm. Until next time, thank you guys so much for watching. Have a great rest of your day, and as always, toodles.